You know what I mean? Let's check out some of these joints. Professionally recorded. You know what I mean? As you can see right here, here's some of the pre-tagged and filtered group files. We have Chop Suite kits 1 through 26. Now, keep in mind, this is not just for Maschine. We made 26 kits for the AKAI MPC as well. So whether you're on, you know, Renaissance, Touch, X, Live, whatever the case, totally compatible. We also put the WAV files in there for, you know, your hardware users. You know, if you're using the MPC, you know, like a 1000, 500, you know, if you're on Cubase, Persona Studio One, you know, Pro Tools, Logic, all that good stuff, man. We got you covered. All the WAV files are in there. And also the WAV files are neatly arranged in separate folders. So therefore, the way that the WAV files are actually labeled makes it really easy for you to know exactly where to put the sounds on your pads. For example, you know what I mean? Just banging out them joints. You know what I mean? Just getting in there and just making like different harmonies and rhythms. You know what I mean? Just dope, man. Everything I love about this kit is basically because I guess you could say I'm a crate digger. You know, I love getting my fingers dusty. I love digging in the crates, man. And there's nothing like that authentic vintage feel. Mad dope, man. If you have some of our drum kits from us, let's say like the Monster Chop series or the Boom Bap City series, or, you know, our... we have another one, can't think of the name of it right now, but this is like a perfect complement for those type sets. You know, if you're a DJ or, you know, a DJ enthusiast, this is perfect, you know, for your genre of music. You know what I mean? Banging, banging. I'm loving this joint, man. The break beats ain't no joke, man. Can't even front, man. Tedious work, know what I mean? Yo, for one, it's tedious just digging in the crates, know what I mean? Looking for them joints. Then when you find them rare banging joints, to sit here and slice and chop them joints up so everything is prefabricated, you know what I mean? And then arranged. I mean, it's bananas, man. Time saver. I mean, it don't get no easier than that, man. When you could just sit there, cop a joint, load it up, and have the work done. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm the type of producer. Sometimes on my MPC, I'll take like, you know what I mean? I'm old school. I got a 2000 XL MCD. You know what I mean? The blue version. You know what I mean? Take the CF cards. And let me tell you, man, when you sitting down chopping up them samples, when you on that joint for like an hour or 2 hours out your day, just chopping up drums, you know what I mean? Sometimes that like, it drains your vibe sometimes. You be ready to get busy. You like, yo, I need some new joints, you know what I mean? And then by the time you chop up all them joints, you know what I mean, you might lose the mood. You might be like, y'all, you know, I ain't feeling the vibe no more, you know what I mean? With this joint, you know what I mean, you can come in blazed up, you know what I mean, get your little drink on, whatever you're doing in the lab, you know what I mean, and just out the box, son, just bang out, you know what I mean? Let's check out Kit 12. You know what I mean? Kit 13. You know what I mean? This kit is ill, man. The way that drum pattern is. And then they got like that real slick chop. You know what I mean? Right here. pad 6. You know what I mean? When that snare is cracking right there on the end, you gotta hop on that kick right there. So you gotta be like, just play it straight up. You might miss the timing. Straight up. You know what I mean? When it comes to these slices, man, you gotta like feel that pattern out. You know what I mean? Feel that groove. You know what I mean? And get in there, like them tricky little slices, you get in there. Then bang that joint out, you know what I mean? Plus, you know what I mean, you can get in there, you know, if you know what I'm saying, there's certain sounds in here. Like that kick right there is nasty, you know what I mean, by itself. Let's say you might just want that kick and that hi-hat, you know what I mean? That's what's dope about the kit. It's a suite. You can come here. Okay, like that snare right there, like that. Take that kick off. Know what I mean? You getting your sound design done. You know what I mean? Just give you an example. Take a hi-hat right there, you know what I mean? Then grab a hat right there. Now you got your kick. Little hi-hat on the end of it. You got another little hi-hat right there. You know what I mean? Get in there, make some little grooves out that joint, you know what I mean? That vintage feel, you know what I mean? Experimental, you know what I mean? Mic placements and all that back in the days, get that big sound. Vibing, you know what I mean? It's ill, man. It's ill. Yo, the time is running long, man. I think I'm gonna jump into just one more joint. Y'all get the idea in this joint. Mad dope vinyl diggers. You already know what's up. You know what I mean? Cop that joint. You owe it to yourself. You know what I mean? Dope. Tedious work, man. Everything pre-sliced, pre-chopped up. You know what I mean? VIP Sound Lab. You know how we do it around here. We bang them big drums. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Look at the time, man. It's running long. Finna get out of here, man. You know what I mean? I hope y'all enjoyed that joint, checking that joint out. You know what I mean? Checking out the new Slicing and Chop Suite from the VIP Sound Lab. Shout out to the Break Beast, yo. Illmatic, man. Big fan of the work, homie. Keep slicing, keep chopping, you know what I mean? I will see you guys on the next one. Head over to www.vipsoundlab.com. I'll leave a link in the description of the video to cop this kit, you know what I mean? And bang out.